You know that moment when someone asks, "So, how was your day?" And you just blank? You're not sure what to say in English. Well, don't worry, we have totally got you covered. In this explainer, we're going to walk through all the essential phrases you need to talk about your daily routine, from the moment you wake up to when you go to bed. So let's dive right in. So let me ask you, what's the very first thing you do when you open your eyes? Do you reach for your phone? Maybe you hit that snooze button one too many times? Whatever it is, we're about to give you the exact words to talk about it in English. We're going to break down the day into 3 simple parts. First, we'll look at starting the day, the morning. Then we'll get into the working hours. And finally, we'll talk about winding down the day. Okay, let's kick things off with the morning. Those first few hours are so important, right? They can really set the tone for everything else. So, let's learn how to talk about all those little things we do to get our day started. Most of us have a pretty similar morning routine. It usually involves these 5 key steps. So, let's go through them one by one and pick up the perfect phrases for each. Ah, yes, that sound. That's what really gets it all started, isn't it? The moment you open your eyes, your day has officially begun. So, are you one of those people who just jumps right out of bed? Or do you like to stay there for just a few more cozy minutes? It's funny how our little morning choices say so much about us. Are you a coffee person who drives to work, or more of a tea and bus kind of person? There's really no right or wrong answer, just different ways of starting the day. Okay, now it's your turn. Let's practice a little. Try saying these out loud. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I take the bus. See? The more you say it, the more natural it feels. Now, let's get into the workday. All right, next up, the classic 9 to 5. The workday has its own special vocabulary and its own rhythm, so let's jump in and figure out how to talk about it. This is a feeling we all know so well, right? For a lot of us, the workday doesn't really feel like it's started until you've opened your inbox. This little timeline is actually a fantastic way to structure the story of your workday. You can use it as a guide, from checking emails in the morning all the way to finally clocking out in the evening. So instead of just saying, I worked, which is a little boring, you can use these great action words to make your description sound way more interesting. For example, you could say, I spent the morning replying to emails and preparing a report. Sounds much better, right? And what about lunch? Are you the type of person who brings food from home, or do you like to pop out to a cafe? Either way, taking a short walk after you eat is an amazing way to feel fresh and ready for the afternoon. And exhale. The workday is over. Now it's time for the best part, relaxing. Let's talk about how to wind down and recharge for the next day. To wind down. This is the perfect phrase for this part of the day. It just means to relax after you've been busy. So you could say something like, after work, I like to listen to music to wind down. The commute home can actually be a great time to start that winding down process. What do you do? Do you listen to music? Maybe a podcast? So you're finally home. First things first, get into some comfy clothes. The evening is all about you, whether that means cooking a nice dinner, watching a favorite show, or catching up with your family. Watching a TV show is, of course, a super popular way to relax. You can say something like, in the evening, I like to catch up on my favorite show. But of course, there are so many other ways to chill out. Maybe you'd rather have a quiet evening with a good book or a fun chat with family. The important thing is just finding what helps you relax. And just like we have a morning routine, having a bedtime routine is so helpful. It tells your body and your brain that, okay, it's time to sleep. These simple little steps can really make a huge difference in how well you rest. And just like that, the day is done. From that first alarm beep in the morning to the moment you turn off the light, you now have all the words to describe your entire day. So you're all set. You have the vocabulary to tell your own daily story in English. The next time someone asks, hey, how was your day? You'll be able to answer them with total confidence. So what story will your day tell?